Also breaking right now, 400 nurses at Henry Ford Rochester are off the job and on the picket line, all part of a 3-day strike over pay and wanting more nurses on the job to keep patients safe. Jay Scott Smith is live on this story for us this evening. Jay, what about the patients in the hospital right now?
Well, good evening, Karen. Good evening, everybody. You see right over my shoulder here, the picket line has continued throughout the entire day, and these nurses at Henry Ford Rochester are hoping this strike will get through to management that things need to change to make care better. The chorus of car horns has greeted the nearly 400 members of the OPEIU Local 40 who walked off the job at 7 a.m. over what they're calling unfair labor practices.
The nurses are here to show the hospital we're serious.
Dina Carlisle, the union's president, says that the nurses want more money and have a ratio of nurses to patients that will keep everyone safe. It's a battle that dates back nearly 2 years to a dispute with the hospital's former owner.
I had high hopes in October when Henry Ford came in that we would settle this contract and let this community have a beautiful hospital in their midst. Now I find that Henry Ford is more of a union buster than Ascension ever claimed to be.
Now, the hospital said in a statement to Local 4 that, quote, Henry Ford Rochester Hospital has a process in place to ensure our units are staffed in a way that provides the safe, high-quality care patients deserve. The strike itself is set to last for 3 days and end on Thursday. It's a tactic that Wayne State University business professor Dr. Merrick Masters says is a move to put pressure on the hospital.
The strategy is to provide an additional incentive for the employer to make concessions in order to reach an agreement. A longer-term strike puts the union in extreme jeopardy because it's very difficult for workers to stay out on strike, to be without pay for an extended period of time.
Henry Ford Rochester has taken the step of bringing in replacement nurses to cover the shifts of the nurses who are currently on strike until Saturday morning, which has led to another word being tossed around.
This is a lockout. Make no mistake. This is a lockout. They are using replacement nurses who are not part of this bargaining unit, who don't have the same commitment and the same experience in this hospital for our patients. So that's very concerning alone.
Now, in response to the claims of a lockout, Henry Ford Rochester said in a statement, we would have preferred our nurses working in our hospitals, but they were unwilling to provide us any assurances they would provide care for our patients. As a result, we were forced to make the difficult decisions about staffing and needed to make patient care our priority. We look forward to welcoming them back to work. Now, again, this strike is supposed to last for 3 days. They're going to stay on the picket line today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, but they won't be back until Saturday, and they're hoping that this starts to spur a change at the hospital. We're live in Rochester. I'm Jay Scott Smith for Local 4.
A lot of emotions on that strike for sure. All right, thank you, Jay.